If you only say this and then send your children, like what most politicians do, to private schools, and then say, oh no, we're going to ban diversity education, those are hypocrites. Hypocrites.
土团青年团团长欲废除多元流教育，对此，前任土团新团长赛沙迪嗤之以鼻，指出问题根本在于国立学校教育品质。
It's highly regrettable and not reflective of the true Malaysian spirit. Why did I say this? In Malaysia, we are known to be moderates and we must always capture the middle, the center. If they go down that line, oh, cannot, Chinese schools. What about when the other side then say, what about religious schools? What about sekolah pondok? What about private schools? In the end, what is the basis of it? It's diversity in education systems, right? So why do you ask all the rich politicians who send their sons and daughters to private schools paying 10-20,000 a month, and yet suddenly saying, no, we need to abolish vernacular schools? How bloody hypocrites are they, right? I mean, the same people, do they send their kids to national schools? Why? What's the issue in the end? It's about quality of education. So it is our responsibility as politicians to improve national education overall, to give confidence and funding so that the national education curriculum gets better, so that in the end everyone sends their kids there, and that becomes the first option. Don't take the easy way out just by banning here. But if you don't improve national education, so if you just say you ban here, why don't you ban this one? Again, I mean, really, so what's the middle ground? We don't ban private education, we don't ban religious education, we don't ban vernacular schools, we reach middle ground. Improve quality of national education overall so that people can pick and select. I mean, even Ketua Pemuda UMNO, Ashraf Wajdi, sends his son or daughter to vernacular school, a Chinese school. I mean, it's odd when people at UMNO says ban vernacular schools. So in Bersatu, same thing as well. So when there is no fairness, that's when these kind of issues will come out. I'm pretty sure if you ask, for example, a Chinese family, for example, if Mara gives a scholarship to an impoverished Malay kid, that Chinese family won't be mad. Say, yeah, he's poor, we should help. But even if you ask that Malay parent, what if JPA gives a scholarship to that poor, underprivileged Chinese family? The Malay parent say, of course you have to. Right? So don't think from like ultra-racial and religious lens to the point that we can't empathize for those who are actually in need. Right? So in the end, when we have that compromise and celebrate diversity and there's genuine fairness, that's how we move forward. But when we start thinking only from a populist lens, only from a racial lens, oh, ban vernacular school, and then the other side, ban religious school, and then ban private schools, we go nowhere. Right? We just fight for one another and there's no middle ground. So again, please, and we should never ever forget Rukun Negara and Perlembagaan. Right? It's about embracing and celebrating diversity in Malaysia. And it's also about improving quality of education hand in hand.